everyone, Davy Mooney here, UNT jazz guitar professor, Benedetto artist, Sunnyside Records artist. Wanted to talk about another concept from my new book, Personalizing Jazz Vocabulary, from Melbay Publishing. Today I want to talk about what I call transgressive jazz vocabulary. And what I mean by that is some language and some ideas that perhaps violate some rules that we're taught or maybe accustomed to, especially in the jazz education realm, in terms of what you can play on certain chords and certain progressions. So one example of that, I was in my improv class the other day and we were listening to Clifford Brown on I'll Remember April from the great Max Roach Clifford Brown at Basin Street record from early mid-50s with Sonny Rollins and other folks. And something that he does a lot on that solo, say in the key of B flat, when you have the 2-5-1, C minor, F7, B flat, he'll play something on the 2 chord that's fairly standard, something that outlines the C minor chord, and then on the 5 chord, the F7 that goes to B flat, he'll play something that is more of an A7 sound, approaching D minor, perhaps. So he'll play something like this. This isn't verbatim, but so very obvious C7 and C minor 7, and then one way to think about it might be like he's implying C minor 7 to C sharp diminished to B flat over D or D minor, and it works. You know, the 3 chord and the 1 chord are so similar, and we know from harmony, functional harmony, that the 1 and the 3 have a tonic function, and you can really substitute to the point, like I said, that sounds right. And the transgressive nature of it to me is the emphasis, or at least he's not masking the fact that, say, the pianist is playing an F7 and there's an A natural being played as part of that A7 sound. So. And I was always taught that major 7s on dominant 7 chords are no-nos, unless you're in a chromatic line where you're passing it through. I mean, obviously you could play the note, but this isn't. The E there isn't part of a chromatic line. It's in some ways it's showcased, emphasized. So that's one, and you hear that a lot. I mean, you hear it on another real specific example, Dexter Gordon's solo break for "You Stepped Out of a Dream" off of "A Swingin' Affair." He does, I think, something like that in the key of C. Something to that effect. Same idea where he's outlining a B7 chord against a G7. So I get a little thrill from that, just making major 7s happen on dominant 7 chords. And another one that I've encountered a lot in early 60s, Joe Pass, Wes Montgomery, Bud Powell, a lot of people, is say we're in the 2-5 going to the 4 chord on a B flat blues. So you have the blues progression. So over that F minor 7 to B flat 7, I could go something like that. Something that outlines F minor to B flat 7, something with maybe some chromaticism or alterations. Or what I hear a lot, Joe Pass and other folks do, is instead of just doing a tritone substitution, but instead of just thinking of a tritone substitution on the 5, where you're kind of playing something over F minor and then some kind of E7 thing. But E7 is a tritone substitute for B flat 7. And we learned in our theory classes probably that works because a B flat 7 chord and an E7 chord share the same tritone, right? So a B flat 7 can go to E flat, but a B flat 7 could also go to A because of that tritone, that dual function of the tritone in a B flat 7 or E7. But aside from that, what I hear Joe Pass and a lot of those cats do, they'll play something on the F minor, and then on the 5 chord, they'll play like a B minor 7 to E7 and not be afraid of the A natural on the B minor 7, right? So the chord is a B flat 7, but so you know you'll hear like, or let's see, that's a real common one, sort of like a little honeysuckle rose, you know. Still make it go to a really obvious B minor 7, A, go to an E flat 7. So that one as well to me is kind of transgressive. So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate a sort of free use of those sounds over a B flat blues, over the blues backing track that we have in the book. So there's a chapter on blues progression where I use very specific 5 specific short passages of jazz vocabulary over the course of 3 choruses of blues, 36 bars. And in the book, you know, the idea is to play the examples exactly and improvise around them. So I'm going to be a little freer with those, demonstrates those transgressive ideas throughout the B flat blues progression. So here we go. Don't tell the authorities. 1, 2, 1, 2, So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pick up a copy of the book. Wherever you're watching this video, I'm sure there's going to be links to get it very close in the bio section or what have you. And have a great week, everybody.